Trinengger kang ayu rupanin, Klenteng abang iku kang dadi asmane. Do you know about this song? I'm sure you know it well. I will later tell you about the song. But before that, let me greet you first. The honorable judges, audience, and all of my friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Nabila Vioni Astika from Senior High School 7 Kediri. Nice to meet you all, and it's also a nice time to deliver a story from my lovely city, Kediri. Do you know Kediri? The city where many historic events. One of them is the history of the escaped Dewi Sekartaji from her kingdom and her loyalty that reflects to love. This is the story of Ande-ande Lumut. So, without any further ado, let's start this story with a long time ago. A long time ago, there is a two kingdom in region called Kahuripan. There is Jenggala Kingdom and Kediri Kingdom. Both of the king want to unify their kingdom. So, they decide to do it through the marriage of their descendants, Panji Asmarabangun and Dewi Sekartaji. After their marriage, their life is full by happiness and joy as a big family in Jenggala Kingdom. Until one day, in early morning, when the kingdom was in the silence, the kingdom was attacked by the enemy. The battle was fierce, and the battle could engage the life of the princess. In order to protect herself, Dewi Sekartaji ran away and hid in village far, far away from the kingdom. So, she also changed her identity. She changed her face with her magic and changed her name from Dewi Sekartaji into Klenteng Kuning. Klenteng Kuning lived in old widow house named Nyai Intan with her three daughters, Klenteng Abang, Klenteng Ijo, and Klenteng Biru. Day by day, when Klenteng Kuning lived there, Nyai Intan turned into an evil lady. She made Klenteng Kuning do all of the housework. Klenteng Kuning, give me my tea. Klenteng Kuning, don't forget to cook for us. Klenteng Kuning, don't forget to clean the house, said Nyai Intan every single day. Her daughter was no different. They act that Klenteng Kuning is their housemaid. Even they only feed her once a day. Meanwhile, in the other side, the kingdom was already safe. Panji Asmarabangun had successfully defeated his enemy. But at this time, he realized that her beloved wife was not in the village anymore. He tried to find her in every side of the kingdom, but he still cannot find it. So, in sadness and despair, he asked all of his soldiers to find his lovely wife in every village, other kingdom, and other city. Day passed and week passed, but still there's no information about her. Until, in one early morning, a soldier returned and said, "Your Majesty, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I have one important information to say." Do you know what is the information? The information is about Dewi Sekartaji. The soldier saw a girl look very similar with Dewi Sekartaji, but he cannot make sure that's real Dewi Sekartaji or not, because she worked as a housemaid in widow house. At that time, Panji Asmarabangun decided to disguise as a handsome and rich man looking for a wife, so he able to know that the girl was his beloved wife or not. And the next day, Panji Asmarabangun prepared herself. He left his lovely kingdom only to find her beloved wife, Dewi Sekanteji. So, he went to Dadapan village near the Brantas River and changed her identity. He changed his name from Panji Asmara Bangun into Ande-ande Lumut, just like the title of the story, right? Kelenteng Abang, Kelenteng Ijo, and Kelenteng Biru was very happy to hear the news that there is a rich man looking for a wife. All of them wish to be the wife, so they do their makeup, they wear their beautiful clothes, so they able to be the most prettier girl in the village. But poor Kelenteng Kuning, they don't allow her to go with them. Even they sent Kelenteng Kuning to do the laundry. When Kelenteng Kuning was doing her laundry peacefully and patiently, suddenly a crane came. And do you know what made her surprised? It could talk like a human and throw a whip and his claw and say, "Pretty princess, what are you doing here? Go to Dadapan village now. Your husband has been waiting for you there." After that, the crane left without saying anything else and gave Kelenteng Kuning this magic whip. Meanwhile, in the other side, her sister already arrived in the river. The river was very large and deep, but there is no boat there. When they still figure out how to get to the side of the river, Kelenteng Abang saw a huge creature floating in the river. Do you know what is that? Yes, that is Yuyu Kangkang the giant crab. Yuyu Kangkang said, "Hello ladies, what are you doing there? I saw that you need a help," said Yuyu Kangkang. Then Kelenteng Biru replied, "Yes, can you take us across to the side of the river, please? This is very important for us. We will able to do anything as long you can take us to the side of the river." After hearing that, Yuyu Kangkang laughed very hard, then replied, "That's really easy for me. I am the king of this river. This river is belongs to me. I can take you to the side of the river easily, as long you can kiss me first," said Yuyu Kangkang in teasing. Do you know what happened next? All of the sisters agreed and they kissed the crab. Then the crab took them across. Not very long afterward, Kelenteng Kuning already arrived in the riverbank. Then the same condition happened. Yuyu Kangkang came and offered a help under the same condition. But at this time, Kelenteng Kuning refused, not like her sister did. Then she said, "I'm sorry, I cannot kiss a stranger easily because I promised to keep my faithful to my husband. So, please leave me alone," said Kelenteng Kuning. But Yuyu Kangkang forced her, and Kelenteng Kuning started her lucitation. And she took her magic cup and steamed it to the river. Then whoosh, the water was gone. Yuyu Kangkang was scared and ran away from her. Meanwhile, in the other side of the river, the three sisters already arrived in the Ande-ande Lumut house. They show their beauty right away. They pose, they sing, and they dance. But tragically, Ande-ande Lumut decided to not choose any of them. And they were upset and said, "What? Why don't you choose any of us?" When Ande-ande Lumut was about to tell his reason, he saw Kelenteng Kuning arrive and stood at the door. "I choose this girl to be my wife," said Ande-ande Lumut. After hearing that, Nyai Intan shocked and angry. Then she said, "Why don't you choose her? My daughter is more prettier, and she's only a housemaid in my house. Meanwhile, my three daughters are so talented and smart, said Nyai Intan in anger. Then Ande-ande Lumut answered, I don't choose any of your daughters because they give their kids easily to you, Kangkang. And the only one who refused it is Klenting Kuning. After hearing that, Klenting Kuning was very happy. She wore her beautiful smile because he recognized Ande-ande Lumut is his beloved wife that he had been waiting for in his entire life. So, she took her magic whip for the last time and changed her into a lovely princess. After that, they reunited again and lived happily ever after in their kingdom. The end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from this story? This story tells us that love, faithful, and the sincerity of heart will bring true happiness for us until the end of our life. And don't forget to always be optimistic and faithful in every situation and condition. I am Nabila Vioni Astika from Senior High School 7 Kediri, glad to able to tell you the story of Ande-ande Lumut. Thank you for the time and goodbye!